So I had a subscriber ask me tonight, what happens if a member keeps going on and on about how great his last club was? And I thought about that for a minute, and I decided it's story time. You know, back when I was in the United States Navy, I had this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. Her name was Bridget. And she was like the catch of all catches. I could not believe that this woman decided to be mine. Her beauty was so incredible that if you were blind and she walked past you, you would be able to see again. And so I felt like the luckiest dude in the world to have her. And she started this practice of telling me about her previous boyfriend, especially whenever we would get in arguments or fights, about how great he was, about how big his mansion was, about how he worked for the FBI and he did this and he did that. But her explanation of this guy had me feeling really quite like I wasn't anything. And I found myself trying to go out of my way to measure up to this man I had never met, never seen, but he was supposed to be so much better than me at everything. One day she took me by this place that was his house, and it was an absolute mansion beyond compare. And I was like, wow, I will never equal this dude. And man, I was trying everything to be as good as this guy that she would always bring up, especially when we got in arguments. Well, about 3 years later, I found out that the guy never existed in the way that she said. Oh, she dated a guy by that name, but he was not a millionaire. He didn't work for the FBI Secret Service / blah, blah, blah. And the only reason she always talked about him was to control me. It was her control to make me try to be bigger and better and more and try to please her, especially when she was shortcoming. What did I learn from this? Well, if I had ever taken the time to tell her, if he's so great, go be with his ass, then I would have stopped her game of manipulation way, way sooner. See, nobody leaves a very great thing. Nobody, except a fool. So if your motorcycle club that you came from is so great, why don't you give our patches back and go be with those guys? Stop trying to manipulate us into doing something to make you happy, when really, there's nothing we can do to make you happy. We no longer want to be manipulated. Capiche?